Yeah,
people got to look at it from a different lens. I think people are looking at it too much about
with the ice stuff.
I think
that
wasn't
looking happening in the world. This wouldn't be such a big
it wouldn't be that big of a.
But I also feel like this is where you gotta let music come to you in a different perspective. Not every song, not every music is about like the words, right?
This the time out, time out, time out, yeah. Time out, yeah. Time out, yeah. Time.
What's up, everybody? We are back with another episode of Time Out Podcast. It's your boy, as always, Nick J. We got Steve back with us.
I got Fett.
And guys, we got two special guests for y'all today. We got two of my boys, two of my soccer boys from St. Joe's, seniors at St. Joe's that are actually about to, go to college and progress to a new level in life. So we got, first next to me, we got Zachary Villar, aka Zach. Sorry for the government. My bad, bro. And we got Devon Cambian right there. Shout out, Dev, man. Thank you guys for coming on, by the way. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Of course. Obviously, guys, there's a lot going on in sports right now in the sports world. Between the Super Bowl, we see you with the Patriots sweater on. Between the Super Bowl, between the trade deadline. Of course, soccer's always crazy. Yeah. There's a lot going on.
Billy and Robert Kraft.
Yeah, that's that's a crime.
Hey, it's
a crime. The NFL don't play. But we're gonna touch base with all that, right? But this is a little surprise for you guys. On every episode of Time Out, we do a game just to get the guests a little acclimated, get you guys warm. Okay? In this edition today, we're gonna do start, bench, cut.
Okay, word.
Okay? And this edition is gonna be NFL players, current NFL players. Okay?
Yep.
5 additions. Okay. All right?
To start off with, Jameis Winston. Nah, just kidding.
Nah. I don't know who you would even compare him to be honest with you. And shout out Jameis. I don't even know.
Jameis Winston is the
I'll start him locker room
He's
guy.
the glue guy. That's the glue guy.
Yeah, but who's in the line of Jameis Winston for start bench cut? I don't know.
If you need a glue guy, you call Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
Or the best thing you can do is actually, whatever team you're facing, the defensive player, just put, don't make sense, continue.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Okay. So look, for the first edition, we got Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson. Start, bench, cut. Let's go with Devin first.
I'm going to say, I think just because if we're talking like you want someone to go win a Super Bowl, you got to go Mahomes. I know he's going to like that answer, but if you want someone to go win a Super Bowl, you have to go with the guy that's won 3 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Okay. I think bench, I'd probably have to say, I think I would trust Josh Allen more. Like, even with the turnovers, he didn't really perform that well in Denver. But I think I would trust Josh Allen more, not just because who he is, but I think when you look, he's never really had weapons. He's never really had guys besides when he had Diggs. He's not working with the best cats, but he's hard to tackle. And I just think he's one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Even with the recent struggles he had in the playoffs.
And say the last one.
And then I'd cut Lamar. Yeah.
Let me hear you, Zach.
You guys,
I'm gonna start off. I'm cutting Lamar as well. I personally think Lamar Jackson is not what people say he is. I don't think he's a franchise quarterback like that. He's good. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he is on the level with Josh Allen and Mahomes. I'm gonna go Josh Allen start and Mahomes bench.
Steve, not gonna lie, I think
I don't.
That's disrespectful.
I don't think Lamar is on the levels of them right now. I'm just being honest.
I'm just gonna say that it's the honest list is Mahomes, Lamar, and Josh. Okay. Only reason why when Lamar started out, it was always his fault heading into the playoffs. But lately, the last 2-3 years, it really hasn't.
Last year wasn't his fault.
Yeah, it hasn't been really his fault.
Last year wasn't his fault.
Josh Allen, on the other hand, you can't throw 3-4 interceptions. Yeah, 2 interceptions and have 2 fumbles.
Mind you, this is a year that Burrow and everybody's on the playoffs.
Yeah. And then last year, Lamar had a 40-plus touchdown.
Yeah, bro.
Campaign.
He deserved the MVP again.
We know talking about that. It was Josh's MVP. But
but you got Josh Allen this year who's set the record for rushing touchdowns. No?
Yeah, don't mean nothing.
That don't mean nothing. He's getting 1 yard touchdown.
Come on,
He's getting
if
1
we're-
yard touchdown.
You're getting
we're
like
talking
2-3
about
yard touchdowns.
but we're talking about how Lamar Jackson's a
Okay.
mobile quarterback.
He's more mobile than
Yeah,
Josh
but
Allen.
why
Yeah,
is he
Yeah,
bro.
but this year he stopped
touchdowns?
using
But
his legs a lot.
when you get
more.
to
He
the
didn't
goal
have that
line-
He's dealing with
rushing-
hamstring injury.
Yeah.
But when you get to the
Yeah.
goal line, though, you have Derrick Henry to hand the ball to.
Yeah.
Why am I going
Yeah.
to jeopardize my?
Exactly.
quarterback
That's
to do
why I
that.
think and you got.
But Lamar's
getting got
getting
weapons.
Lamar's
though.
getting double the rushing yards though. So like
Lamar
Lamar
that
does
shows
have
he's
weapons,
moving out.
and he can use them. And like he
Yeah.
can use them. He can get the ball.
Yeah,
to
but
them.
he's not
Wait,
doing
so you're-
nothing when it matters.
Okay.
It's-
So let me just give my list.
Mahomes, Lamar.
Let me just give my
Josh.
list. If I'm being honest, and yes, I'm a Ravens fan. Yes, I love Lamar. But generally, my list is start Lamar.
Okay,
Hold
and
on.
the episode is done for today, guys. Thank you guys for
Cut the
coming.
cameras.
My episode honestly is start Lamar,
Bias.
bench Mahomes, cut Allen. Let me tell you, if I'm being honest, I think yes, if you want to look at the greatness, right, the totality of their careers, obviously it's Mahomes. But in terms of who they are as players in 2026, I genuinely feel. First of all, honestly, Josh Allen's played better than Mahomes the last 2 or 3 years too.
Yeah, why we?
Mahomes hasn't had. Hold on,
why we
Mahomes
just
has
do
not had.
2026?
Mahomes has not had a Mahomes year
Yeah.
in like 3 years at least.
Yeah,
Wait,
time
but
out,
if
If you
you're-
want to be for
time
real,
out,
but
time
if
out,
we're
time
gonna
out,
time he's had a big
out.
year.
But if we're ranking quarterbacks, we gotta go
Yeah.
off their career. We can't go off
Yeah,
their year.
you can't just go.
No,
off
but
this
we're
year.
talking about
Especially the
today.
fact
We're talking
that-
about today. Who are you taking? Start, bench, cut.
So then,
I still think
so-
like if you're asking me if you want to go win a Super Bowl,
I'm
I'm
taking
still-
Mahomes.
I'm still going with the
I
guy
would-
because like
I would take Allen and Mahomes. not
You can
gonna
say-
lie.
with
like-
20 seconds left on the clock, I seen what Mahomes can do with 20
Yeah,
seconds left on the
we've
clock.
seen it. He's
You saw when
proven it.
Lamar walked Pittsburgh down and just kick and missed the field goal. What are you talking about?
Okay, he didn't do nothing then. But I've seen Mahomes
I
walk
think-
down
I think,
the field
I think you
and
can
Harrison
flip like
Buckner
Allen and Lamar,
puts it
but
through.
like it's really about trust because like Lamar, you said he drove him down Pittsburgh, and then Allen kind of those last 13 seconds or whatever was in the first half of the Denver game when he gave away that fumble, led to 3 points.
Yeah,
That kind of lost him the game.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
really all about trust. Like I don't think there's any doubt that you can trust Mahomes, but Lamar and Allen in the playoffs, that's
Okay.
kind of like
You seen
on
the
the same
depth.
That's
level.
fair.
Yeah.
Thank
All
you.
right.
see
So
that.
everybody's list to be clear. Start, bench, cut.
Mahomes start Mahomes, bench Josh, and then cut Lamar.
Mahomes, Lamar, Josh.
Josh, Mahomes, Lamar.
Lamar, Mahomes, Josh.
I think that's the worst list.
I didn't ask you what you think. I didn't ask you what
That's
you
the
think.
worst list.
Okay, next
of
one.
all.
Next one. I didn't ask you what you think. Next one. Running backs. This is gonna be. We got Jahmyr Gibbs. We got James Cook. We got Bijan Robinson.
They haven't really done anything.
What? Yo,
Like,
what do you mean?
I want postseason involved too. They haven't
As a running back, like that's not.
running back over, but the postseason matters too.
Yeah, but running back also kind of when you're looking at O line, it's not all just the running back.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
Like,
well,
I'll go
so it was
first.
Gibbs, Bijan,
James Cook.
and Cook. All right.
I'm gonna go Jahmyr Gibbs start, Bijan bench, and then I'm gonna cut
Cook.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I feel like even though Jahmyr Gibbs is good, him and David Montgomery are like a lethal duo in Detroit.
Yeah.
That was 2 years ago. That was in last season.
Okay.
They are a lethal duo in Detroit. I'm just
They
saying.
are.
Like when you have both of them in the backfield, it's kind of hard to stop that. And I think Jared Goff's a good quarterback.
Yeah.
I just think he's been a little
He's-
disappointing the past few years. You know,
He's an
Yeah.
okay quarterback.
I think
He's
he's solid. I think he's solid. I
Yeah,
think he's a solid
solid, yeah.
quarterback. Do I think he's gonna bring a
Darnold's
Super
better
Bowl
than-
to Detroit? Absolutely
No.
not.
Yeah.
I don't think he's winning a Super Bowl in general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about you,
but-
Dev?
I mean, I'm a little salty because I had James Cook on my fantasy team. He got me 6 points in the
Oh,
championship.
we don't gotta talk about. Yeah, he sold them.
And then I played against Bijan, and he dropped 30 against me.
Oh.
Guess
So
who I beat? I guess who has we beat for the championship?
Beat you?
Whooped
Oh,
his
I
ass.
just said dumb.
Oh.
yeah, so like
I beat him
not-
like one.
I'll probably cut James Cook just for that because I'm still kind of mad at him for that. So,
Yo, James Cook, if you're watching
yeah,
this,
Yeah,
not
man.
a big fan. You
We
got to,
need you on the
you got to,
podcast,
yeah, you got to.
man. We got something to talk about.
He's blocked.
Better. You got to work during the whole season. Then I'll probably start Bijan just because, like, from what I watched, he's really dangerous as a as a receiver too.
Yeah,
he can catch the ball 5-6 times a game and go
Mhm.
for 80-90 yards and
Yeah.
take one. So I'll probably go start Bijan and then bench Gibbs because Gibbs is still explosive. He's one of the most explosive guys in the league.
Yeah.
And I don't really think James Cook, he's definitely not as fast as either of those guys,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's still like a good back, but I'll probably cut him.
yeah,
Okay.
and you gotta like realize the Falcons haven't had like a that good of a quarterback
Yeah.
in recent years.
So for him to be putting up these numbers,
I mean,
with
like,
And the
that-
Falcons he's never even been to the playoffs and he's still
Yeah.
putting up
Crazy
elite
he's
numbers.
still put up good numbers.
But I have to go. I'll start Gibbs only because he's also a dual threat. He showed us what he can do also if he goes wide as a wide receiver. And then bench. I'll bench Cook. Last season was an amazing season. Buffalo's not doing that. If Buffalo's not making it that far without Cook, even having Josh Allen, they're not making it that far without Cook. They had no other options. And then I'll cut Bijan, even though he had an amazing season last year. I gotta see consistency though.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, this might be a hot take. Well,
Say
first of all,
your- say you're starting Cook.
Yeah,
Say
you
you're
started
starting
off.
Cook.
No,
Say you're starting Cook.
no,
Say it.
I'm starting Bijan.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think.
I'm starting Bijan, bench Gibbs, cut Cook. But I just want to say something. Honestly, Bijan might be the best running back in football.
Yeah, I don't even think that's that crazy.
That's
I mean,
not
when you
crazy.
look
He's
at like
that good.
his
He's that good.
line, his team,
He's that good.
Yeah.
he's
Like,
not on a top 10 team in the NFL.
and the
Definitely not.
numbers
Right.
he was putting up this year on that team.
Yeah.
I don't see in any world how you could say, like, okay, if you want to argue Gibbs, okay.
Yeah.
But to tell me that you're gonna take James Cook over Bijan Robinson,
Yeah.
you must be on something.
I'm not.
I don't know. I'm not gonna accuse you of nothing, but you must be on something because
I think cutting Bijan is kind of crazy. You have to at least like if you're
you
gonna, at
cannot.
least,
How are you
just
gonna
take
cut
him.
Yeah,
Bijan?
cutting
Cook had a
Bijan.
great
That makes
season,
no
too.
sense.
I think
It's a
he's
tough
just
list,
top 2 in the
but Cook
league
had a great
regardless.
Yeah,
season too.
yeah. Like minimum, he's top 3.
Yeah.
And the other people that's in that debate is not
It's
Cook.
not, yeah.
So
Definitely
how
not.
does that add up?
Cook should be in that.
Well,
No, he shouldn't.
where would you put Saquon?
Saquon?
Yeah.
McCaffrey, Henry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Like, where would you-
Saquon
Top
didn't
five.
have his best year. That
Like where would you
Top-
put like
top five.
those type of guys in there?
Top. Well, this season top 5.
Where's McCaffrey?
4.
What?
Who do you think
Yo.
over McCaffrey?
Nah. McCaffrey's not 4. McCaffrey is honestly probably the best one. McCaffrey's probably number 1.
All right.
That's not okay.
All right.
Yeah,
so
that's-
the next one, let's
He was on my
try to make
fantasy
them
team
quick
too.
hitters.
He
The
was
next
on
one,
my
let's try to
fantasy
make
team
them
too,
quick hitters. The next few, let's make them quick hitters. Okay. The next one, no, actually, let's stick with running backs again. Actually, okay. We got McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, or Jonathan Taylor.
Start McCaffrey. I'll just start McCaffrey. Bench Derrick Henry. Cut
Taylor.
Taylor.
I don't know because I'm a big fan of Jonathan Taylor.
Me too.
I'm a really big fan of him.
I'm definitely starting McCaffrey.
I think he's really underrated. I like Jonathan Taylor a lot.
He is.
I would go McCaffrey. It's like Derrick Henry is obviously he's dominant. He's insane. But I would, for the purpose of this, because I really like Jonathan Taylor, I'm gonna bench him and I'm gonna cut Derrick Henry.
Okay.
I'm gonna go McCaffrey, and then I'll probably bench Jonathan Taylor just because the main thing that Derrick Henry struggled with this season was fumbles.
Yeah.
He was like up there with like top 3 in fumbles this year, I think.
And as a running back, like your
Yeah.
one job is to hold onto the ball.
Yeah.
and
yeah.
so like
I hear that. My only rebuttal. Well, I agree. I'm going McCaffrey, Henry, Jonathan Taylor.
Okay.
My only thing is, and I'm not saying that the O line. Of course, the O line matters.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like I be watching Taylor run into like the biggest of holes, you know,
yeah.
and like I just kind of think like, what would these guys have with the Colts O line, you know?
Okay.
Because I feel like, and I'm not downplaying because he be putting up crazy numbers, but. And Henry has had the issues with fumbles, but it's kind of only been this year.
Yeah.
You know? So like it's kind of hard for me to, but that's a fair list. That's a fair
But
list.
we all put McCaffrey start.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
McCaffrey.
that's
McCaffrey
we could all
is-
agree on
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's like that's set in stone.
He's a legend.
Yeah. But Henry is too though. Henry's crazy.
McCaffrey.
No, they're both legends. Bro.
They're both legends.
Okay,
McCaffrey
whatever.
Is.
The last two
Categories or
options, I guess, are gonna be wide receivers.
All right.
Yeah.
The first one is gonna be JSN, Jackson Smith
Mhm.
and Jigba, Malik Neighbors, or CD Lamb.
I'll go. I'm starting JSN.
Yeah.
I think he's the best receiver in the league. I don't think that's really the debate.
Ooh,
I think,
relax.
Nope.
I
Not
think
a debate.
This year, I don't
This
think
year,
it
it's
was
not a
close.
debate.
Not a debate, but him and Puka
him and
were
Puka,
tight.
yeah,
Him and
it's
Puka,
like
'cause
one
I
A.
forgot
I'm giving
'cause
it-
towards
I'm
the end of the
giving
year,
it to
Puka
JSN.
started.
It's like
I'm
1A,
giving it to
1B.
Yeah, but I still think Jason's number 1, but Puka's right there. But
Okay.
Wait, are we
Neighbors,
going-
what was it? Neighbors and Lamb?
Are we
Yeah,
going
yeah.
neighbors off like what he played like
Yeah.
before injury?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's.
I would
he-
still probably
cut.
say bench Lamb just because like Neighbors, I didn't really see much.
Yeah, he's
from him.
improving anything yet, you know.
He's obviously done very good. Like with what he's had, he's on the Giants. He hasn't really had a quarterback yet because he didn't play that much with Dart, did he? Before,
Nah, like,
yeah.
what, 3-4 games.
So
maybe?
like just from what I've seen, I'd probably go bench CD. I think CD's always a reliable guy.
Yeah.
And then I'd cut Malik, but he definitely has potential. Like if he does good next year, he can definitely beat right, but I don't think he'll be close to JSN if he has the same year he does.
Yeah.
I'll say this right now: the person that'll be the MVP for the Super Bowl, GSN. So GSN, I'll start. Bench.
You think if they're not gonna give it to Sam Darnold?
I think Jonathan's
Nah.
gonna get it.
I think
I feel like
GSN's gonna have
they're
I
it.
don't
gonna
think
give it
that's
to-
crazy because when the Rams won and whenever was they able to Cooper Cup, like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
he just gets
but-
like 2 touchdowns,
Yeah,
I don't
but
think that's
GSN.
Yeah, but he's also facing
Gonzalez. Yeah,
Gonzalez,
I think
so-
that's the key matchup.
and he's gonna get his yards, but I don't know. I feel like because of the storyline and everything, I feel like it's like such a Darnold moment, if that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Nah, we ain't scared.
but we'll
though.
see.
We ain't scared. Sorry, GSN.
We?
Yes,
Who's we?
Who's we?
me and GSN. No, I'm a GSN fan. I had it for fantasy.
So wait, so let's get this,
I
let's get
Wait,
this
no,
straight.
I'm a GSN.
Wait, no, let's get
I
this
have
straight.
it
You're
for fantasy
really
too, so
confused.
you-
No, no.
So
I had it for fantasy.
We're a
Wait,
Giants fan, we're a Chiefs fan,
No,
and
no,
we're a
no.
JSN fan.
I like JSN because
I'll get
he was
a
on my
list next
fantasy
time,
team.
and I'll just
Yeah.
jot them
listen,
down.
he was on my fantasy team last year, and he brought me my championship. So
Okay.
I can't hate.
To say
But
we was crazy though, but okay.
Yeah, we is crazy.
man, like
That's like
fantasy
saying,
wise,
yeah, me and the
he's-
Seahawks gonna win it all.
'cause
this year.
Yeah.
I will.
That's-
I will say this now. He'll be my first pick next season for.
You don't
Our
got it.
fantasy
All
team.
right.
I hope
but
we get the last pick and somebody
I
snags
won't.
him right
Guess
before you.
what? I won, so I get the first pick. So
He's not
JSN,
worth the. All right. Never mind.
JSN,
Pick him.
CDN, and
Okay.
neighbors. Just haven't seen enough.
Yeah,
of them.
That's my
Yeah.
list too. I would go Jason.
I'll do the same list, but
Yeah.
what I think is, I think the Giants have a really good young team.
Yeah, they do.
They have a coach
with
coming in.
Scadaboo,
Yeah.
with Jack.
I
with
think
Dart.
Harbaugh's a really good hire, like
Yeah.
for Jackson Dart. I think
And
that's
then
a
with
good coach for him.
Scadaboo, a good running back.
They have Tracy too, right?
Yeah,
Tyron
Tyron Tracy.
Tracy.
Yeah,
Tyron
yeah.
Their
Tracy.
running back room is great. Neighbors is young.
Receiving core is pretty good.
Yeah.
too.
And they have a young team. I think.
The defense is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be.
I just
a
think
solid
if
team.
I just
Yeah.
think
they
like
should
if,
make. I think the
if-
expectation should be to make the playoffs.
yeah,
if
I think
Sexy
if
Dex
Dart
can-
and Scadaboo could stop like trying to kill
I
himself
think-
every play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Scadaboo,
stay healthy,
though.
yeah.
Scadaboo
Yeah.
is crazy.
Only thing
Yeah.
that's going to kill that team is CTE.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, they gotta Jackson Dart's gotta learn how to like just take a couple sacks and
Yeah,
just go
you
down.
gotta
'cause-
chill. All
I
right,
think-
guys. Last one before we continue on that. Let's just do the last one.
Yeah.
Puka Nacua, Jamar Chase, or Justin Jefferson.
That's probably the toughest one so far. But like based on this year,
I'm going to go.
But Justin Jefferson is not fair.
or are we doing based on this year or just like
That's hard to judge of
Like
just
who-
this year
like
because
who would you-
Justin Jefferson hasn't really had.
yeah,
he
that's
didn't
what I'm
have a
saying. Like
quarterback.
just who you want as your wide receiver
I'm
one.
going to go. I'm
I
going to go.
guess, yeah.
I'm going
That's
Puka,
hard.
Chase, Jefferson. Just because I like Puka has experience. He's been to the Super Bowl. He's been in those
Yeah.
situations, and
But
look at
he's-
him this year.
But he's only had that. But he's
he's
only had
proven
that
himself
quarterback.
though.
Yeah, like is
But
that
he's
is that
had-
because of you though?
He's
or
had
is
that. He's had that
if-
great quarterback.
If Justin Jefferson's
Yeah.
playing with Stafford, what in that offense?
Jefferson started with Kirk Cousins.
He got
Moved
Cousins
on
paid. He
to-
got Darnold paid. Like
That's true.
that matters
I
though.
wouldn't
Like
say
certain
got
teams
paid.
have level of
And that you got
expectation.
JJ. And JJ, I don't know what the Vikings were thinking about. Maybe not signing Darnold for another year or two.
Well, I mean,
That's
J-
a complicated
yeah,
situation.
But, like-
JJ McCarthy is literally got to talk about him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like Chase is in the best situation because he's played
Yeah.
with Burrow since his college.
Yeah,
that's
Since
why.
college.
That's
So
why
like I think it's not like it wasn't crazy that Chase came in and just put up 1,000 yards as a rookie because he knows who
they
he's
also
playing
went to the
with.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he knows who
That's
he's
what I'm
playing
saying.
with.
The only one in this situation who doesn't have any
Yeah,
experience
so maybe Jefferson. So
is
maybe,
Jefferson.
But the
No,
only
Puka
one,
didn't go to the
but the
Super
one
Bowl.
that
He did.
has the
He
least
did. He wasn't-
experience also
was he-
played with the least with the worst quarterbacks.
Yeah.
It's not it's That's a fact. Like it's not.
That's a tough list. That's a tough list.
And if I'm being honest, I feel like Justin Jefferson's been the most consistent out of all of them the last few years, other than this year. If I'm being honest, I think Justin, other than this year when JJ came into the picture, arguably Justin Jefferson was the best wide receiver in football.
When has Chase not been consistent with if it's like if Burrow
The
doesn't
last
go
few
down?
years, the common,
But
not
Burrow
the
don't-
common,
if
but
Burrow don't go
if
down,
you would have asked 10 people, let's just say, I think Justin Jefferson would have had a higher number of votes in terms of being the best wide receiver.
yeah, he tough.
So
Yeah,
like
I
that's
think-
why I'm kind of like it's hard for me to look
I
at.
can't
like,
I can't cut Jefferson, but like I feel like you can't really cut any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you're
can't.
gonna have to
it's
cut
just-
somebody.
It's
Yeah.
a tough cut.
We're gonna have
I'd
to cut
probably
somebody.
say-
You have to cut
What's your
Jeff-
list, Dev? What's your
cut
list?
Jefferson then.
I don't know because I like Jefferson and Chase. I've like they've always been good. So I'd probably say start Jefferson, bench Chase, cut Puka because I feel like we haven't seen Puka with not a hall. He's got a Hall of Fame quarterback on his team.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair. That's
Chase
fair.
has played with backup quarterbacks
Chase-
when Burrow goes down.
That's true.
And then what's his name? Jefferson doesn't really have a quarterback right now. So
Yeah.
I
And he's
think-
had like 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
What about you?
Who are you starting?
I said I'm going Puka, Chase, Jefferson.
You
I
can go.
concur. That's my list.
What was it?
Puka, Chase, Jefferson.
Puka, Chase, Jefferson.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go.
Puka's.
I think I'm gonna go Jefferson, Puka, Chase.
Was Puka on that Super Bowl team that they won, or was he?
No.
No, he wasn't. Right? I don't think
No,
so.
I don't
he
think
was-
so.
I thought he got drafted.
No?
Yeah, I was gonna say it was.
I think it's
OBJ and Cup.
Jefferson. I think it's Jefferson.
I think Puka has the most potential of the three of them. That's why I put him at one.
Puka. My thing with
I don't
Puka,
know
what's
that.
scary about him, like I'm not gonna lie, like I see him. They throw balls to him like anywhere that's in his vicinity.
Yeah, he catches it. His
it.
hands are
catches
it.
insane.
Like it'll be
That's what I'm
here.
saying.
It'll be like it's like crazy.
Yeah, his hands
So,
are
like,
insane.
That's why it's like.
But I'll still go Justin Jefferson because I
Yeah.
think Justin Jefferson has been in the last like let's just say 4 to 5 years in the NFL. I think
Yeah.
he's been the best wide receiver in football.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than if you think like he got Kirk Cousins paid, he got
Yeah.
Sam Darnold was seen as a scrub. He got him paid.
Yeah.
Now he's in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right?
but
Obviously
you can't-
JJ's
but
been,
at the
but
same
JJ's a
time,
rookie
too-
at the end of the day.
You can't go ahead and say him like you can't go and say Jefferson made Sam Darnold.
You
I
can't
mean,
say it. You can't fully say that.
He came from the New York Jets.
Yeah, but Darnold definitely doesn't like.
But Darnold was a
doesn't put up those
disappointment his
numbers
whole
without JJ,
career
Yeah.
because
He didn't have receivers. his
but
whole
He's
but
career.
here's
went
the-
back-to-back
but if-
seasons, 13-4.
but he's had great teams though. He's had the Seattle team is well put together, both sides of the ball. Seattle has a top 3 defense in the league.
That's fair.
So, Kirk. So let's just say, right, if you wanted to say the Donald situation, right? Okay, cool. If it's just one time, okay. But he got Kirk Cousins paid too. So it's like there's multiple quarterbacks who are mid,
Yeah.
literally mid.
So
Yeah.
JJ, so then JJ's a scrub then.
JJ's a rookie though. You have to also
I'm
put
just
that.
saying,
But no, you have to put that into
No, I
perspective.
think, yeah, I
He's
don't
a
think
scrub
he's that
then.
good.
Scrub.
I'm not,
Like, I mean,
I'm
you
not
could-
saying he's that. I don't know yet, but I'm just saying like.
You just say he got mid quarterbacks paid.
I-
But I'm
know.
saying, but those guys were mid in the middle of their career though. Like
Okay.
at the end of the day, let's be fair. A lot of these dudes, what quarterback of the last 10, 15 years has come in as a rookie and actually been like dumb nice immediately? The rare duoods, the Mahomes wasn't even playing year one though. for
CJ
real.
technically came in.
Yeah, but now
CJ, but that's
CJ
but
was good.
CJ. But I'm saying like let's just say like dudes like Cam
Burrow.
Wood didn't have a good rookie
Burrow
year.
stepped in. Burrow was good.
Was Cam Wood that good?
His first year.
Shadur.
Cam Wood, no.
Cam Wood wasn't that
Pro Bowl-
good.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl-
Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden, right?
Pro Bowler came
Shadur.
in.
Yeah.
Pro Bowl player
That's
Shadur
crazy.
Sanders.
But Trevor Lawrence all of a sudden, right? How many years did it take from the? But that's
I
what
mean,
I'm
the
saying
best
about
one last
JJ.
year
Like
was Jaden Daniels, but that's like a rare case. 'cause
that's what I'm
even,
saying. It's
like,
more
you're not gonna
more
get a
rare
rookie
to
make it
be elite
NFC
as a first year
championship.
player.
Yeah,
So that's what I'm saying. Like it's kind of hard to judge.
yeah,
Like
Like-
I don't know. People are being a little harsh on JJ.
yeah.
But
I don't think he looked awful.
all right. So a lot of guys did though.
Yeah, he looked awful.
Cam
We'll
Wood
see.
looked bad a lot of times
Yeah,
too.
these
though.
last two QB
He's
class.
got a
Well,
whole
not last
offseason
two
to
this
work.
year.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll
Like,
see. It's his
To
first
have
year.
Jefferson and you.
It's
still
your
couldn't-
first year.
I understand that.
All
To have
right. You don't
Jefferson
understand
still.
because you keep saying the
But
same
like to have
thing.
Jefferson still, and you still can't put
All right,
the ball
all right,
at least
all right,
in that
all
area for Jefferson to catch the ball.
Okay, so let's just stay on football though, right?
Yeah.
Dev, I know you're gonna like this. It's Super Bowl time.
Yeah.
Okay. We got the Seahawks. We got the Patriots. All right. What are you guys' predictions for what is gonna happen this Sunday?
I think we got to start with Devon.
Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm gonna say.
No.
That's the whole reason I'm here.
Okay, but give us your biased answer.
Yeah.
And give us your.
I mean, I think I just
Your
want to
football
say
answer.
I'm gonna say first of all, it's not gonna be a blowout. I like everyone that thinks it's just gonna be a blowout just because like Patriots beat Jared Stidham, they beat him by 3 points, but it was also in snowy conditions for the entire second half where neither team could throw the ball. Like, I don't think it's gonna be just a blowout from the get-go like it was when the Seahawks played the Broncos. But I think like the key matchup, you said it earlier, is if Christian Gonzalez can cover Jackson Smith
Yeah.
the jig, because if he can cover him, then you got to worry about Cooper Kupp. I think Carlton Davis can cover Cooper Kupp. So it comes down to, I think, who can run the ball better. And I think the big advantage for Drake May is he's playing in San Francisco. He's not playing in 30-degree weather where it's snowing the whole game.
Yeah.
And he hasn't played in that since. And when he played in warm weather earlier this season, like we saw, he looked like an MVP candidate. Like it's not 70 degrees and sunny, but it's not Foxborough weather like it was in these playoff games. So I think that's a huge advantage for him. But this is definitely like the best team they've played so far, no doubt. But I think it's good that they've played 3 top 5 defenses already. They saw the Texans defense, but they can't turn the ball over. Because I think the one thing that they struggle with is they don't start the game fast. I know the Chargers, their first drive, they got 1 first down and they punted. And then the Texans 3-and-out, Broncos 3-and-out. Like you can't do that against the Seahawks. You go 3-and-out your first 2 drives, you're gonna be down 14 nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to start fast, and they just got to keep playing that the whole way.
So your prediction is
They're gonna win. I'm thinking the Patriots are gonna win. It's gonna be a 1-score game either way. I think
Patriots are gonna win.
by 1 score. Yeah.
Who wants to go next? You want to go next, or Steve want to go
Just
next?
want to tell you, keep dreaming, my friend.
Don't stop believing.
don't ever. I think the Seahawks got it. I just don't think that your offense can match what the Seahawks can dish out, and it's gonna be a fun game. But I think Seahawks win by like 14.
Oh, okay.
14. I think they're gonna win by 2 scores. I think it's gonna be 10. They're gonna win by 10. But I think I'm gonna give it to the Seahawks. And I think the game's gonna be decided off the running game. I think whoever has the best game out of Walker and Stevenson,
Yeah.
I think that's how it's gonna be decided.
Playoff Walker looks amazing.
Yeah, he's
That's why I'm saying. But if Stevenson can get some good chip yards, like some good 12-yard runs for the Patriots, and they can move the ball in the air and on the ground, I think it's gonna be tough to stop them with
Yeah.
Drake May.
Okay.
But I will give it to the Seahawks.
Okay.
But I don't think it's gonna be a blowout like people say.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are saying like 21-point blowout. I'm not saying that. I think it's gonna be a close game throughout all.
Okay. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna lie. I'm going to the Seahawks. I'm not gonna lie.
It's 3 against.
But look, the Patriots had a great season
against us the whole
They-
playoffs.
they've had a great season.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But I'm not gonna lie. Like the Patriots, but the Seahawks, they've honestly arguably been the best team in football.
Yeah, no, I
right?
think when you look at it on paper,
Both sides of the
I think they're
ball,
best team in
like
football.
they're complete, right? I'm not gonna lie. I'm big on storylines. You know, I don't want to
Yeah.
call out the league
Let
or
this
call
you-
out.
They say the NFL is
I
big
don't wanna-
on storylines. No, you can say it. The NFL is big
Okay.
on storylines.
But like, I already kind of picture the whole thing about the whole interception with Malcolm Butler
Yeah.
Yeah.
over a decade ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kind of picture like this is them getting their get back. You know.
Yeah.
And then with a guy like a Sam Darnold who's had such a redemption story.
Yeah. Such
Yeah.
a and
Yeah.
such
Like
a rough
it,
career.
but then-
it was such a rough career. It all makes sense
then
for in a
once
moment
again-
like this.
with I think there's a Super Bowl game that May was at when he was like 10 or something.
Yeah, he was at that Panthers. What was it? Panthers
Broncos?
Broncos game in
Okay.
that
Yeah,
stadium.
so he was at that stadium, the
10
exact
years
same
later.
stadium
Yeah.
10 years ago, and now he's about to play in a Super
Yeah, the
Bowl
script
10
clipped on
years
this
later.
one.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
a
there's a
good
lot of
script, too.
storylines because Sam Darnold's he's never beaten the Patriots before, but then he's never had like close to a team that he has now.
Yeah.
So I think all the stuff they're saying, like, because I see a lot of Patriots fans, obviously they're like, well, like it's still Sam Darnold we're talking about, but this isn't the same Sam Darnold that played for the Jets.
It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually not.
Not even
He's
that.
never thrown it to JSN before when he had the Jets. He didn't throw to Cooper Kupp. He didn't throw even.
But to be fair, I think Jet fans, excuse my language, but they fucked him.
Yeah.
The organization is bad.
I'm a Jet fan through and through. Organization's awful. We
Love the fighting spirit, though.
recently has been good, I
Yeah.
will say, but we just in the earlier stages we gave up on too many quarterbacks.
Yeah.
I think a huge like X factor in this game is special teams because
Yeah.
they have two of the best punt
Shaheed.
returners. Shaheed is like
Shaheed.
one
I
of
think
the
Shaheed's gonna score. Actually,
yeah. I think
I
this
was
could
gonna
be.
say,
I think
I
this
think-
could be the year
I think
between
Yeah.
between like
run
Marcus
back.
Jones and Rashid Shaheed. I think this could be a year that there's like the first punt return touchdown in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So that's never happened before. But I think special teams like
the
kicking.
Ravens didn't score a touch.
No, it was kickoff return. Like
Kick? Oh, you said
punt-
punt
yeah,
return.
punt return.
Okay, that's
There's
what
never
I'm
been a
thinking
punt
of.
return,
Okay, yeah, that was Jacoby Jones.
Yeah,
yeah,
109 yards.
yeah.
Yeah, I think Marcus Jones, Rashid Shaheed, like those are X factor because like even punts that was huge in the Patriots game.
Yeah.
Like the Patriots punter, he wasn't doing good at all. But the Broncos, they were pinning it back inside the 10-yard line every time.
Yeah.
Like so, field position is a huge thing in the game because you start a drive on within your own 20.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to go 80 yards on either defense. So field position
Yeah.
is definitely huge.
Yeah, not for sure. I think I'm not gonna. Yeah, like I just think the Seahawks on both sides of the ball. Like I just don't think the Patriots have faced a team like the Seahawks. And yes, you could turn it around, but I just feel like honestly, I don't feel like the Patriots have honestly played that well in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just feel like they played a bunch of teams. If I'm not trying to sound like a hater, but I'm just being honest. I feel like they played a bunch of teams that have had a bunch of bad situations. Like the Texans didn't have their top 2 receiving options,
But they also had CJ Stroud.
Yeah.
but they didn't have their
No,
top
I'm
2
saying,
receiving
I'm
options
saying
though.
That's a negative.
Yeah.
The fact that
Like
they had
CJ Stroud.
Okay,
He's
sure,
pretty good.
but they didn't have
Yeah,
their
he was
top
turning the
2
ball over
receivers.
like
Yeah, he was bad.
Yeah.
But then also the next week, all of a sudden, Bo Nix on the last play of the game obviously he breaks his ankle. Now you're not
but
facing Bo Nix.
that's Sean Payton being an idiot. Like,
No, but I'm
the
saying,
game's
but
over.
that's
still think, like-
but that's
game's
what the
over while you
Payton.
running the
No,
ball.
I
He's
agree
a
with that.
great
But I'm
coach,
saying,
though, but yeah.
I'm saying
I
that's
Great
agree.
what.
coach, stupid play.
Yeah.
Stupid play.
But
yeah.
these are the situations that the Patriots are going into. Even the Chargers really the second half of the season really haven't been that good, and they
Yeah,
kind of
that's just like that's kind of what you
struggled.
get. I mean, they were the 2 seed
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
the Saints. The Chargers like not snuck into the playoffs, but they were
No, but that's
they
my
had the
point.
lowest
That
chance in
game,
the playoffs.
if the Chargers played any better, the Chargers were just horrible. You know.
Yeah. I
But
don't
it's
think they were
like
beating anyone in the playoffs.
Herbert-
Yeah.
Herbert played
But that's my point. I
terrible.
just feel like the Patriots haven't really had. They haven't played that well.
Yeah, no.
On top of
I'll
teams,
say that.
I just feel like they've played a bunch of teams that have had really bad situations on top of that. So it's kind of like you're a better team, you're a healthy team,
Yeah.
you're gonna
Yeah.
pull it out. But now you're facing a healthy Seahawks team. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
with the JSN
for our
and
predictions,
Sam
for
Darnold
our
looks
predictions,
amazing.
do you guys have a score prediction? So just say your official prediction with the team win and then the score.
Though I don't know if it's gonna be high scoring or not. Like it could be a shootout or it could be a defensive battle, but just the way the Patriots defense is played, I'll say I don't want to say 28-24. I think that was the score of the last one. So I'll go 24-21. I think it's gonna come down to a field goal.
Okay.
24-13. I mean, no, wait, 27-13.
27-13.
Seahawks.
Oh, Seahawks.
Seahawks. Okay.
I got 24-14 Seahawks.
24-14. I'm going to go 24-17. I think it's going to be they need a touchdown at the end, and they're not going to get the touchdown.
Patriots.
Patriots not going to get the touchdown, and then that's what I think. So the Seahawks are going to win by 7. That's what I think. Now, I just have a quick question. As a Patriots person, right?
Yeah.
Fan. There's been a lot of debate about the Tom Brady situation, about, a lot of Patriot alum, they feel like, how come he's not siding with the Patriots? Because they were asking him for his prediction. Do you feel like he's wrong to do that? Because in my opinion, I feel like at this point, he's a reporter, he's an analyst, whatever you want to call it. The way I view it, if I'm being honest with you, yes, he's the Patriots GOAT and all that, but I feel like from a football brain point,
Yeah.
he knows that the Seahawks are the better team.
Yeah.
He's got to do his job.
He
I mean,
just doesn't
yeah,
want to
and-
go against the Patriots.
At the end of the day, he's also a minority owner of the Raiders, so he's
Yeah.
got a stake in another team right now.
Once again.
Yeah.
So I
And
think
he's
like
also an analyst.
I mean, it's
so
kinda
he's gonna
unfair for him
analyze
to-
each
yeah.
team, and he's going to
Yeah.
give his honest opinion.
But I don't
I
think
mean,
he
I
wants
think-
to
I think-
publicly go up against the Patriots. That's the thing.
I think he
That's
could
what
have like said it better than like I don't have a dog in the fight because like that's kind of like a bad way of putting it because like you're the
Yeah.
greatest Patriots player of all time. Like
Mhm.
you kind of do have a dog. You could have just
Yeah.
said like as an analyst, like I think it could go either way. Like if he thinks the Seahawks are going to win, like that's
Yeah,
fine.
there's
But I think he
definitely
could have
other ways to
said it
put it.
better.
Yeah.
Like then I don't have a dog in the fight because he's one of the huge storylines of this because of what happened the last time they played.
Yeah.
So,
That's fair.
but like I think it's fair for him to say because like he's kind of he only retired 3 years ago.
yeah.
Like it's not like he's been retired for 10, 20 years where you can just say like he's still commentating, like he still has a
Mhm.
job with football. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say is analyst or not, I'm being biased as hell. I'm sticking with the Patriots. Like if I was him, I would be like Patriots through and through. Just as a fan, you're the greatest player on that team. Just like you going out there saying that you believe that they can win, that probably could inspire that whole locker room
yeah.
to want to be great and to want to be amazing and to want to get your
Yes.
approval in a way.
But you're also questioning potentially your credibility as an
I
analyst.
couldn't
now.
care less.
You do, but that's your new.
I
That's your
got
new.
5. What
but
was it,
that's
5
your
Yeah,
years?
that's not like
after,
because
I
like
get the,
but that's
he
your
still got
new reality.
But he
You're
still
not
got like
a
the
player
10-year.
anymore.
I'm saying he still got the 10-year, 30. Like
yeah, but
$300
him doing that
million
could
dollar
also put
deal.
some fire into that team to be like,
yeah, but it's
our goats don't believe in us.
Yeah,
Let's
that's another thing,
Let's
yeah.
stick it to him.
because Gronk's also an analyst, but Gronk's been on the Patriots side the whole
Patriots side the
playoffs.
whole-
He's been
Yeah.
in video. He's done videos for them. He's also he's different, obviously.
Yeah.
But like he doesn't have to come out and be the biggest fan in the world. But
Yeah.
I think to say like you don't have a dog. In the
Yeah,
fight
I
is
get it,
kinda-
I get it.
I'm being biased.
get
If
it.
I become an official reporter and I'm reporting like on Barcelona, you think I'm gonna dare say that Man City can beat Barcelona? Hell no.
And
Yeah, it's
especially last year when he came out, they did the statue for him, and he said like his big thing was like, "I'm Tom Brady, I'm a Patriot for life." Like if you're gonna say that, then I feel like you kind of have to
Yeah.
stick with your team if you really are a Patriot for life.
Yeah.
Like how can you not
it's
say
like,
they're gonna
it's
win
like
the
with
Super
Thierry
Bowl?
Henry. He's
Oh, yeah,
never
Mike,
going to
closer
pick
to you?
against Arsenal.
Or never.
He always picks Arsenal in every
Yeah.
matchup whenever they do it.
Exactly. Never. Even when they good or not.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
always picks Arsenal.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm staying with that.
Okay. Now to stay on the Super Bowl topic, we're gonna shift away from the football, right? We're gonna shift to the halftime show with Bad Bunny. All right.
Yes.
So this has been a big discussion, obviously, because Bad Bunny is Puerto Rican and Bad Bunny,
Mhm.
obviously, a lot of his music isn't
Mhm.
in English, right? There's been a big discussion about, whether he's worthy or whether he's the right guy for the show and etc. I wanted to dive a little bit more into this topic and, just show maybe our different perspectives of why or why not you guys may feel the way you feel.
I think we're making this a bigger deal than what it's supposed to be, just
Yeah.
because of the political
Yeah.
climate
Way bigger.
of things. Because, like, for God's sakes, Coldplay freaking play at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Who's Coldplay like that? Like, they're big, popular like that, but
You
to
too.
football guys,
Irish band. They're not
Yeah.
American. They're Irish.
That's
so I
true.
think they just made a big deal of it just because of the political climate that we're in right now. But I think it's gonna be a great performance.
Yeah.
He seems like he gets fans out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
and I
not
think, like every year the NFL is expanding. I mean, he said earlier, like the Cowboys are playing in Brazil next year. They're trying to
Yeah.
expand to new markets.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. They're
you're gonna
trying to
have a bunch of Puerto Ricans tuning into the Super Bowl
They're
just
expanding-
because of the halftime show.
Look, they've stepped foot
Basically,
in
the whole Latin
England.
America is gonna tune
They
in.
stepped
Yeah.
foot in England already. Germany this season. Brazil now. Like they're trying to like find different types of ethnic groups who
Yeah.
maybe just don't watch football, but
Yeah.
that they can expand
They
to,
can-
so
yeah.
they could.
Sooner or later, we'll
viewer
probably
growth
see a
will go
league
up
in
there.
Europe soon.
Yeah, and there's no bigger show than the Super Bowl
Yes.
halftime show. There's no bigger
Yeah.
stage for them to do that. So there's going to be people watching that are watching just for like people watch the halftime show just like people watch the Super Bowl just for the halftime show
Yeah.
regardless. But if you're going to do Bad Bunny or opening up to a new audience, like I don't think there was Puerto Ricans watching Kendrick Lamar last year. Just 'cause of Kendrick
So
Lamar.
now you got a
Yeah.
whole the Latino demographic coming in, and honestly, like you said, like all you guys said, I think it's becoming a bigger deal because of the political climate.
Yep.
Obviously, like you said, there's been U2 that's performed the Super Bowl. And granted, we were younger, but I don't remember hearing nothing.
Shakira performed.
Yeah, but Shakira has English. No, but he like legit doesn't have
No,
English.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, my point is, there's been U2, right? And I'm not trying to make everything, but
Irish,
yeah,
Yeah.
Irish.
I
So
wouldn't
like,
say I wouldn't say like most people who like are ethnic differently, like they're like who are Caucasian are gonna be listening to you.
exactly. But there was not a lot of backlash with that, right?
Yeah. No
Yeah.
one's,
So that's where it kind of comes into like the political climate. And my thing is, if I'm being honest, I think he's gonna put on a crazy show.
I think
Yeah.
it's a fun
I think-
I think it's gonna be
good.
honestly one of the best shows ever.
you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you know how we
Yeah,
get on the
yeah,
side
yeah.
of the team with Bad Bunny. We love him.
Yeah, no,
So I think it's gonna be great.
yeah, I think honestly, it's about the political climate. I think, I just think
Yeah,
people
I think
got to
it's-
look at it from a different lens. I think
Yeah.
people are looking at it too much about.
With the ice stuff,
Yeah.
I
I
think
think
that
we're just
wasn't
looking at
happening
it-
in the world. This wouldn't be
That
such
wasn't.
a big
Yeah.
It wouldn't be
discussion.
that big of a.
But I
deal.
also
They
feel like
wouldn't
this is where you gotta let music come to you in a different
Yeah,
perspective.
you just
Yeah.
gotta
Not every
embrace it.
song, not every music is about like the words, right?
Yeah.
Some songs, right? Like I saw a perfect example, right? There's like a bunch of like reggae songs, a bunch of even Latino songs or Hispanic songs, right? That people listen to all the time that you don't even know the words, but you just vibe with it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
like the beat, you like what it brings to you, right?
That's
So this is a perfect example of that. Just let the music come to you. It's not about
What's that?
for you, maybe for people that don't understand Spanish, maybe it's not about you understanding the words, right?
The beat,
But it's about
sometimes.
feeling.
Yeah.
It's about the feeling that's gonna give you. It's about getting people to understand more of a culture outside of the United States. It's actually, honestly, it's low key perfect timing with the political climate.
Yeah.
You know, like people do say, like you said, it is
It's
bad.
in
Like,
California
it's
too.
seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in
Like,
California too.
It's in San Francisco,
Yeah.
which has a good amount of
Hispanic population
Hispanic
is
population.
there.
So
Yeah,
there's nothing wrong
It's
with
it's
it.
being seen in this light because of it, but at the same time, it's a perfect time to it because I think maybe that'll help the common American to maybe
And then you
have a
also
better
talk about-
heart to it, have a better, be open
Yeah.
mind.
You're
and
talking
be a
about the
little bit
artist
more-
who just won
Album
album of the year at the
Album of the
Grammys.
Year,
yeah.
So obviously, him being at the halftime show is
It
gonna
means
it's-
something. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
means something to everybody. They're gonna draw a
Yeah.
big crowd.
And like you said,
Like-
the NFL's trying to expand,
Yeah.
right? Now all of a sudden, you're gonna get all these
Latin
people, right? That never even
different
cared about
cultures,
the.
yeah.
America. And not
They're
only
gonna be watching that.
just
Yeah.
remember
Now
other-
maybe you get them back for future years because that was so good. They're gonna always be intrigued. Oh
Yeah.
wait, his show was like that.
Just-
Who's coming next? Who's coming next?
It's
Who's
gonna be
coming
next
next?
year, yeah.
It's just like growing up. You guys are a little bit younger, but we've always been told that America is the melting pot. This is a perfect example
Yeah.
of that. So like, I don't understand how they could use his music for, commercials
Yeah,
and
promos.
people in the bars and the clubs and all this. Everybody want to dance to Bad Bunny. Now it's time for him to be at the
performing.
Super Bowl. Not everybody, but people got a problem with it.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me.
All I
Like,
know-
how do you play both sides of it? Like, I don't know. But if I'm being honest, I do understand some people's concern, but I do think it's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
But I understand people's concern in terms of like, football for a lot of people growing up was a natural, like, I guess, in American sports.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act delusional to it,
Well,
but
like the one thing I do know for sure is that those who are football fans will watch that game for football fans.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that watch the Super Bowl just for the halftime show.
Yeah,
So if you're just watching it just for the halftime show, you don't watch it this time.
that's too
It's gonna be a
bad.
great
Yeah.
show.
Yeah. And I think, like, at the end of the day, it's a show. It's a performance. It's entertainment for people. It's a 20-minute break between the biggest football game of the year.
yeah,
Like, it's not a concert that you watch on the screen. If you want to watch it, turn it off and watch the second half of the
Or just
game.
leave it there and go
Like,
do something.
yeah.
Go have
You-
fun.
It's a performance. It's a
It's like-
performance for those who want to watch. People look forward to it every year, no matter who it is.
Yeah.
So you have 20 minutes in between to watch performance, whether you
Yeah.
understand it or not, whether you like it or not. It's going to be a great show, no matter who it is. And then if you don't like it, then just enjoy the last 20 minutes of the football game. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Nah, for sure. For sure. I think it's important, man. I think it's generally important for the direction of the NFL, the direction of America in general. Like, it's important to, be accepting to this. Like, I don't know. People have too much of a negative connotation over it, but
Yeah.
I think we're all on the same page with that.
Yeah.
I think we're all on the same page with
And
that.
they're probably also gonna hate just because like what happened at the Grammys, and but I have
Yeah,
so
him
much
calling
respect.
out. Yeah,
I have respect for that because he's using his brand in one of the biggest music things to
yeah,
to put himself out there
yeah.
as a member of the Hispanic and Latino
He's
community.
not running from it.
and he's not. Yeah, he's embracing.
Yeah.
He's telling people that he stands with them.
Nah.
And
Man,
same with
yeah.
Billie Eilish, a Caucasian woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She was not, she's got no problem with ICE. She's not
Yeah.
worry about that. And she's even using her
Yeah.
brand to put it out there.
And he knows that the Super Bowl is the next week,
Yeah.
He knows all this attention is gonna be. That's what I'm saying. I think honestly, this show's gonna be
It's
crazy.
gonna be the
I think it's
Yeah,
gonna
I think it's
be
going to be really good. I'm
I think
it's gonna be
definitely
like
looking
one
forward
of the
to it.
best. Like
I'll be
probably,
dancing crazy
within
yo.
the top
I'll be
5
dancing crazy.
Super Bowl performances.
Maybe, but ain't
It's gonna
nobody
make
over
that.
Michael.
Who do you have as the best Super Bowl?
Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson.
Because
Michael Jackson.
I've heard people had Prince at one, Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson's a goat. Michael Jackson stood on the thing, and the people were about to have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yo, Michael Jackson's another level of like of
Yeah.
aura.
Yeah, because we
Like, y'all talking
like,
about aura. Michael
Mike-
Jackson.
because like
Mike
from
Lee.
from the time we were alive, me and him, we haven't had to perform
Yeah.
as big as Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Michael
I
Jackson's
think-
the biggest guy in the
I mean,
world, so like
I wasn't alive
automatically
for
he's
him
gonna
either.
be.
I wasn't alive for his performance.
Yeah, but, like, automatically.
I love the
We
SZA
ain't that
Kendrick
old.
Lamar.
That was good.
Last year was my favorite, but I'm also a huge SZA fan.
You know what I loved?
I hated
The,
last year's.
I loved the rap one.
Dr. Dre.
Oh, with Dr. Dre.
Oh, Dr.
Dr.
Dre,
Dre,
Eminem, and
yo.
Snoop Dogg. That one was
That
really
that
good.
one
Yeah.
was good.
That was a good
That one was crazy.
Yeah, that one was really good.
Nah, that was a
another
good one.
memorable one.
That was a good one.
I remember
Shakira's
like,
wasn't bad.
So-
it wasn't
Yeah.
bad, yeah. Like the weekend was
It was a
Weeknd
good like.
The Weeknd
I'm
was
just
pretty
not
mid.
the
I'll say it.
biggest.
The Weeknd was pretty mid.
I just don't like the weekend. So I don't
Coldplay
know.
was like,
Yeah, that was,
like I can see that.
I liked
concert.
Rihanna's
Like,
one
what
a
they
couple
did-
years ago.
they
I
do
thought
that.
Rihanna did pretty
Yeah,
good a couple
Rihanna
years
If she
ago.
wasn't pregnant, I think it would have been better.
Yeah.
The
That was kinda like-
the U2 one was good because I like what they did with the because it was right after 9/11 right after 9/11 and they
Oh.
put the names of those who died in
Oh
it,
no, Usher's
and
was
they
good
sung
though.
to it. Usher was a good one.
Usher was
Yeah.
a
Usher
good
was
one,
a good
yeah.
one.
He was like, yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one. That was a good one. Usher was really good.
Didn't Justin Timberlake do one?
Yeah.
Justin
It
Tim-
wasn't
yeah.
that memorable.
Let me see. He was 2018.
I think Lady Gaga did one too.
Katy
Bruno
Perry.
Mars
I
did
don't
one?
remember that one.
Katy Perry, yeah.
I don't
that
remember
one. That
Katy
was pretty
Perry's.
good.
Katy Perry's was good. It was
Beyonce was
alright,
good.
It was alright.
Beyonce was okay.
She was good.
Bruno Mars did one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was okay also.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of solid ones. But I think honestly, I think Michael's the GOAT. Michael's the GOAT of
He's a goal, all right.
Oh my gosh.
No, he's the goal. He is.
But
We love you,
to
Mike.
divert from football, Steve,
We
right
love you,
now
Mike.
we're gonna touch base with you guys a little bit about your journeys and where you guys are at, right? So obviously, like we said in the introduction, you guys are both seniors at St. Joseph Regional, members of the soccer team as well as other
Activities.
extracurricular. Yeah, that's the perfect word. Extracurricular activities. Just talk to us a little bit about your experience at Joe's, whether it's through soccer, whether it's through in general. Like, what was it like to be a Green Knight the last 4 years and your journey? And a lot of people don't even know this, but like, I only came on board this year, but like the soccer team before this year was trash,
Horrible.
So like they were able to have like No, for real. Like I said it in my speech at the dinner.
We were.
we were
Not
pretty
for real.
bad.
Like I said at my
guys had a
speech
good
at the dinner.
season.
Like they
You
had
guys
like
had
a
a good season.
Cinderella story turnaround. Like they've been trashed the last 3 years. This year turnaround. Coach Conrad's been a big part of that. The administration's been helping out a lot, and they beat Bosco twice, eliminated Bosco in the States. Like for guys like them, Steve, to
Like that would have been unimaginable.
That's
last
like-
year. We would have never believed you.
to
if you
go
told
to
us that last year.
to go to PKs that game.
Yeah.
that was a crazy.
That was a crazy. And then your goalie, two?
Yeah,
Saved
two. Yeah,
3 of them.
Three?
Yeah. Was
So
it
I
two or
think
three?
two.
I think
two.
two.
I think he saved two.
I think one.
He saved two.
Yeah, I
They
think one
they made
Shout-
two, and then
Shout out Jacob
yeah.
Hook.
Yeah, shout
Yeah,
out,
that
shout out
was-
J Hook, man.
Also,
That was
P-Town.
P Town,
amazing.
man. You already know what's up. But yeah, talk to us, guys, about your experience about being at Joe's, like anything. Well, what has it been like?
Yeah,
for you?
like the whole experience for me was crazy because I never really thought of Joe's. Like I went to middle school, I was a public school. Like my first time at Joe's, my brother was looking at high schools and my parents dragged him along just so I could meet Devon McCourty because I was a huge Patriots fan. So like I went, and then I was in 7th grade, maybe 6th grade. So then I went back 8th grade looking at high schools. My mom didn't really want me to go to public school, my parents. So I went to Joe's like for a night for a day, went to visit there, and like just something felt different about it for me. I felt like a family, people in the hallways like dapping each other up, saying what's up to each other. Like it felt really like a family to me. And then I went there freshman year in soccer, and obviously rest in peace, Coach Stan, but he coached our JV team.
Mhm.
And that was like probably the first like family I've ever felt on a sports team. Like where you look forward to going to practice. No one's leaving school at 2:00 during soccer season. We're in the locker room. We're like making jokes with each other. We're all one big team, and that's just JV. So we do that. And then sophomore year, that was difficult for me because then I got put in a position where I'm playing goalie position I never played before on varsity, which like coming from JV. So that was difficult for me. But then
Coming from being a striker, by the way.
Yeah.
Striker.
but then I had
I
a
feel
great
your
supporting
pain.
cast,
I feel
like
your pain.
just family. So, and then senior year, I really couldn't have asked. I know one of the big things for me senior was actually one practice, you huddle us up in the middle. So like if everyone could have one goal for the year, what would it be? And my goal was to beat Bosco because that was the one thing we didn't do. JV or varsity, we never beat Bosco.
Did say it. Yeah.
So I said beat
in the
Bosco.
summer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to beat Bosco, and then I couldn't have even imagine that playoff game. Like what I was feeling that game after the game. Like not even that, we had kids from our school there. We had like a student section just lined up in the whole front row.
That was one of the
Student
first.
section?
Yeah, that was something-
First student sections I've ever seen at St. Joe's soccer game in a while.
where they stayed all 100 minutes throughout the whole
Oh.
penalty shootout. That was something like sophomore year, junior year. If you would have told us that, there was no way.
No one would believe it.
I was
But,
hiding in
like,
the back.
I think that was
Yeah.
something that we created, like a culture where kids want to come see the games because we're playing Bosco away, a playoff game. Like if you're not doing anything, come to the game. And it was like a game like I'm not gonna forget. I don't think he's ever gonna forget it. That was we still have the pictures of us on the field after that game.
Yeah.
Like, that's something I'm never gonna forget. And
Bro, wait, not to interrupt you, but when the penalty shootout was going on, right? I told Conrad when the first penalty was saved, I told Conrad, if we win this, I looked at Conrad and Stan. I told him, if we win this PK shootout, I don't care. I'm not acting like a coach. I know that
Yeah.
everybody's gonna sprint to the student section. I'm running in the student section.
yeah,
Once they,
One thing about that game,
those scenes, you were there, yeah.
my cousin was with me. So once you guys went to penalties, every single penalty that I called that was gonna be a miss actually was a miss. Like even the last penalty that the other team took, I'm like, he's gonna miss this one.
yeah.
Just by him walking up to the ball, I already saw he's gonna miss
Because the
it.
pressure was on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But I can sense that they were
So
gonna miss it.
I'll
Especially
say it. I'll say it. Bosco ain't made for the big moments. I'll put that
Come on now.
Never-
And I think we're proving that this year. I mean, we started it this
I
year. We
mean,
beat them in the playoffs. A couple weeks later, they lose
This is
at MetLife.
4 or 5 years in a row. The football team made it to the state championship. They can't win. So us, St. Joe's, we've been. I'll say the football team's been disappointed in the past 3 years. First freshman and sophomore year they lose to Seton Hall back to back. Last year they lose to Bergen.
That was a big one at
That
Bergen.
was heartbreaking.
This
Almost
year.
beat them. And then this year,
though,
which I'll be honest, not a lot of us believed in them, but they all had it in their hearts, and I
the first
and I
loss
give it
that
to them.
You know what's
the
crazy?
first loss at home though was kind of tough.
Yeah.
Yo, I
We went
promise
to
you.
that game and then we saw the kids fighting in the
Yeah, I was the Bosco game.
Yeah,
You know what's crazy? I'm not even saying this. Like, remember I said this. You were there when I saw the Bosco game. I said the Joe's team could win a championship
After
after the Bosco game.
After
Yeah, because
It just one kick
Joe's
away.
beat them. Like
Yeah.
It was just
Joe's
one kick
beat them on
away.
all. It was
we
and
we beat
things
ourselves that game in the
happened,
football game.
things happened in the game, whatever. I'm not, but like Joe's just needed to play a more complete game. But from that moment, I told Steve, I told my friends, I told some of the students, I think Joe's could win because Joe's had everything. It just needed to all come together, which it did.
Yeah.
Which it did.
The tight end was crazy.
Yeah, Brady. Yeah, he's good.
The tight end was amazing.
But talk to us, Zach, about
What's your
your
story, Zach?
experience.
Well, growing up, I had the same group of friends since kindergarten. I went from kindergarten to 8th grade private school over in Garnerville, New York.
St. Peter's was one of them.
I went to St. Greg's.
St. Greg's.
So I had still the same group of best friends. It's the 7 of us. We still have a group chat together. But being a kid from New York, only knowing one dude going to Joe's, it was tough. And I didn't start like Devon and Butler. They started early with soccer in August. I didn't get to practice till September. So going into my freshman year was tough, not knowing anybody. But being able to put myself out there and everybody just bringing me in as just like another brother, another friend, it was like, I really can't describe it, but it was amazing. We had seniors like Dan Brennan, Tim Doherty, Brendan Easy, like older guys who just met us and treated us like they've known us since their entire lives, helping us through it. Every practice, if we need help, like they always got our back. It's just guys like that who like make every moment special. And now as seniors who we're like those guys to the freshmen, it means a lot to be the big brother to a lot of them and to be like the role model and the leader. Even if you're like not like the captain, you're always, if you're the older, you always gonna be a leader, no matter if you got a band or not.
Do you guys feel like old heads yet?
Nah,
not
not
yet.
yet. I mean, I haven't. Maybe the next time I step on a field, because I haven't stepped on a field since our last game.
Okay.
But like, I think it's like he was saying, like a family. Because before I came to Joe's, like I knew 3 kids and none of them played soccer. So I didn't know him till he showed up September, whatever it was, for the first camp. I didn't know any of the guys. So like freshman year, I didn't know what I was going into. I didn't know if I was gonna be friends with any of these guys. I wasn't even really coming here to play soccer. I was more interested in basketball. But I played soccer my whole life. I wasn't gonna give it up.
And that's how me and Devon really became best friends.
Yeah,
because
like
soccer season, obviously we were friends, but I started managing the basketball team, the freshman basketball team for Coach Davis, and that's when that's when me and Devon started like really getting close. It was me, him, and Michael Celta. It was the 3 of us. Yeah, it was the 3 of us, and we were really like. That's really what started our group chat. It was the 3 of us since freshman year, and then obviously we added Butler, we added John Carl, we added Jake, and all and it's just grown ever since. But that basketball team, that freshman basketball team, I really feel like that was what really made like my best friend group right there. That's really where I met my best friends for life.
I just think there's like a family aspect of it that you don't really get anywhere else. Because one of the things that I'm gonna remember the most after the basketball game was walking out of the gates after the game, just seeing all the alumni, teachers, not even just alumni, teachers, alumni, kids, like not alumni just coming to games. We have kids that graduated last year come back to practice in the summer. Like, yo, you guys have practice tomorrow? Like, yeah, come to our practice. Just because we're still friends with all these guys that graduated last year. Like, I talked to guys from last year that graduated 2 years ago, 3 years. Like, there's just, I don't think you really get that anywhere else. I think that's the biggest part.
And, it really means something to me because, coming into this year, obviously I wasn't a starter.
Yeah.
And then that Hackensack game when Conrad gave me that chance, I knew I could have been a big helping point on that team. So going on, playing against Bosco and beating them twice on their home field as a starter.
You love that, don't you?
I do love that.
It's a big deal, yo.
I think like
another big thing is growing up, I was never around anything other than PC. I had 3 older cousins and an older sister that went to Paramus Catholic. So I was a big.
We know a couple of PC heads.
I was a Paladin growing up, so I was around PC soccer my entire life.
At one point, he was a Paladin. At one point,
I was around
one phase in high school. He was a Paladin. Him and Markinson.
I was around.
They had the gear somehow.
That soccer club the entire. I was my entire life. Going to games, watching my girl cousins play, my older cousin play, who's a guy. Just watching both those teams play. That really the 4 of them are the main reason I picked up soccer. I feel like if I didn't go watch them, I wouldn't have been the soccer player I am right now. And I give all my love to them, really. Honestly.
Will you guys be continuing your soccer careers in college or
no?
Not like for like club soccer, maybe. But not
maybe
like
club
varsity
soccer, but
sports.
Yeah.
Like I think like the biggest thing for me, like he said, like when you coming into Joe's, like all you hear about is Joe's Burger and Joe's Balls. You have that marked on your calendar for any sport. It doesn't matter. So like especially going to Bosco where the last 3 or 4 years, especially when I played goalie, going to Bosco, no one wanted to do it because we didn't really have
It's
a
been just
chance.
straight-
But I think
straight belt.
this year, the first time we played Bosco, we had the lead on them at halftime, and then we lost in the second half. I think this year was probably the team that I've been on that's had the most belief, especially against Bosco, winning that first game. Like the second playoff game, I think you couldn't tell us that we were going to lose to Bosco again.
Yeah.
We just had that mentality the whole time, and like I think senior year, like we didn't win states, we didn't even have a winning record, but I couldn't have asked for a better senior year. Like going back to striker where I started, I scored my first goal on senior night, like in front of my family, and I think this like specific team that we had this year is I have the picture that he gave us after we beat Bosco the first time on the field. Like I can really say like I'm best friends with all those guys.
Yeah.
So it's really like about as perfect as I could have asked for.
That's tough.
It's a random question. What do you feel like was the moment you guys, I don't know if you remember, but what is the moment that you felt like the program was turning around?
Hackensack.
Yeah, that
Hackensack game. Because, senior year, like this summer, practice and all that, I felt, it was a good team. I liked the guys. The guys were good. We had good energy. We started off a little rough, but that Hackensack game, down a man, tied, and then to go in and score 2 goals at down a man against a pretty good Hackensack team, I felt that's where we started turning it around.
Yeah, because
That
I think we won our next 2 after that.
Yeah, we went 3 in a row that day. We went.
That and then the first game of the year, even Bergen Tech.
Yeah.
Like, because the big thing was the last 2 years.
Yeah, we lost to Bergen Tech junior year actually.
Yeah, the big thing the last 2 years was if the other team scored a goal, everyone's heads drops.
Yeah.
Now the goals just start coming in. I would know that because I was in goal for all of that. So like one goal goes in, now it's just like the waves open up and it's just
3,
like
4,
now you look at the scoreboard and it's 5 goals and the game's over.
Yeah.
So like that Bergen Tech game, we're up 1-0 at halftime. They score a goal, like a penalty. We're all like, it's not a penalty, blah. But then like we had a lot of heart, this team. Like we had belief and mentality that we just like I didn't see the last 3 years. So this team, I think he said like the Hackensack game, that was right up there with Bosco, like in terms of the heart and the grit we showed that game. Because even like that was their senior night.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of people there that
and
game.
we knew coming in, like that was in our pregame huddle, we were talking about it's our senior night, they think this is a free win for them.
Yeah.
That's why they circled
Because
us
you
for senior night.
schedule
You schedule
You always
you face
as
the worst team.
Conrad said in this, you always schedule the shit team for your senior night.
Yeah.
That's why
And we
special team
knew
ruins senior
knew
night.
that wasn't us this year. So going into that, we knew it was all
up.
It was all us.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what are your, I don't know who wants to start, but what are your future goals, right? If
You start.
where do you guys want to, I don't know, study in college? Where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years? And it's okay to not have an answer. You guys are still young. But what's an idea of where you guys want to go post St. Joe's?
College, I don't know for sure yet, but I would like to major in like the sports management area and that. Type
That's
of
my
work.
master's actually.
Yeah, I want to that type of
we're
work.
talking about that. Yeah.
Okay.
And I want to work in like, if it's possible, I want to work for like a sports team.
To do what aspect of sports? Do you know yet? Or
Anything. Whether it's front office scouting, something like that.
okay.
Just being around the sports world though. I want to be around the sports world, whether it's working for an organization as like the social media team or stuff like that. Because I've done that for the basketball team.
Yeah.
So I have some experience with that.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I just want to be around that sports world. Being around the sports world all growing up.
Yeah.
No matter what sport it was, hockey, basketball, football, all of it. I have some, good idea of what's going on.
Mhm.
So I feel like being around, I can
Are
enjoy
there
that.
Are there certain sports that you necessarily want to work with or not, or do you have a preference?
Not
or-
gonna lie, I kind of want to work in like a hockey type of thing, like one of those
Really?
sports,
Okay.
like a hockey, soccer, like one of those sports like where it's like exciting
Okay.
to be there in person.
Okay. That's fair.
I would always love baseball too. I loved going to baseball games growing up, so that'd be cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes those games can be boring. Some games.
Baseball, I think
Yeah,
going
no, I'll
going
agree
to
with you,
baseball
but-
games is actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
But if you're in there in person, I feel like it's fun.
No, it's always
because the stadium's loud. The stadium's it does like all like
As
fun
long as
games on jumbotron.
So you got some good fans. Then you're good. Yeah.
Like for me, I'm still undecided on college. I'm not committed anywhere yet. But I'm also sports communication is a big thing for me. So like basketball has been kind of a weird journey for me. Freshman year, we won county chip, we went undefeated. So I was like on top of the world. Sophomore year, I got cut. I didn't want to pick up a basketball. I didn't even want to watch basketball on TV. But this year I started getting involved. So now I'm starting to commentate the games. And I think that's been something that I think that's like my true passion is commentating games
Live
because it's
commentating.
live
That's
like
hard,
play-by-play
yo.
commentating.
And I've managed for the
Um,
basketball team for all 4 years at Joe's.
Yeah.
So that's been fun.
Like I think it's just
commentating is fun too because like you get to
You just
get
need a lot
to-
to say though.
Yeah,
you
like-
got a lot to say, but then you also are part of that experience for
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
player and for those fans listening in.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
like
yeah.
there was some moments. What's his name? What's that basketball guy? Who was one that had that special moment with Jamal Murray last year? 2 years ago.
Harlan.
Yeah, he's amazing
legend, though.
of a commentator.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
he's amazing of a commentator. But like, he made that moment even more special.
Yeah.
Just him and Murray just doing that
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
sideline was just tough.
Yeah, but I think it's just like I like basketball. I know what I'm talking about. I've been around basketball my whole life, so I'm
Mhm.
talking about something like I'm seeing something. I'm just giving my thoughts on the game. I don't have to
Yeah.
study or anything. I know basketball. Like
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. So that's a big thing for me. And then like I said it earlier, like just staying active, like club soccer stuff like that in college. Like I don't think I'm ever gonna like. I don't think I put down a soccer ball for good. I can definitely see me like even how I said earlier, coming back to practices in the summer.
Yeah.
Like just staying active like that. But sports communication is a big thing for me. And then, like I wrote the articles for the
Yeah.
soccer team during the season.
Yeah.
So I think journalism and communication like around sports is probably my biggest passion.
Okay. So both sports guys.
Yeah.
So so we're in a similar, we're in a similar aspect of life.
Yeah.
Similar aspect. You guys are just still figuring it out, which is perfectly normal. So like I said, I will say sports commentating is, and I get all the power to you.
Yeah.
It's tough. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to like
No, I know.
It seems like one of the funnest
stir
jobs.
you away from it. I'm just
Yeah.
saying I give you credit. Like it's tough. Like because at the same time, you got to keep the audience engaged.
Yeah.
Like you want to keep them entertained. Like you can't, like I'm sure there's like a 2-minute point of a game where it's kind of like ain't nothing happening, but you
Yeah.
gotta say something,
Yeah.
like you can't just
Yeah,
stay
that's
quiet.
a big thing, like especially
Yeah.
in blowouts. It's kind of hard.
Yeah, like what you gonna keep like
Yeah.
like I feel like that's why I always like more of the analyst perspective
Yeah.
versus like the, but yeah, no, that's great.
think-
I mean,
But that's why I like that's another thing about Joe's. Like you're not getting that out of public school. So like
Yeah.
big shout out to Mr. Celta because that's
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
got me on the
Great
job. And
guy.
that's someone I've known. I've been friends with him and his family since 5th grade. I've been playing basketball with his son.
oh wow,
So
okay,
he's been a huge help for me. That's really how I got my start. So I think starting in high school, like that's a huge thing because most people start in college. Like they go to college hoping to get some experience commentating or writing articles, but I've
Yeah.
already started in high school. Like
Yeah.
if I can
Honestly,
bring
yeah.
that experience to a college, that's already huge for me. So that's like a big thing that I've already
Yeah,
taken
he
away
has,
from
he has
Joe's.
some really good connections because he's worked in the sports world,
yeah,
not just alone just sports world, but just the media world in general. That's why he teaches the class at Joe's. But yeah, just him being such a big help to me and Dev just for what we want to do is just it's huge. We go during the summer, we're always at his house. We're
Yeah.
best friends with his both of his sons.
yeah.
His younger son, and his older son, obviously Mike's in the same grade as us.
Yeah.
And then Rory is a sophomore. But him and his family have always had open hearts for us, and it means the world to us.
Yeah. Great guy. He's a really nice
Yeah.
guy.
Like I think once again, like a commentary is like such an important thing. I think in sports wise, it does keep the audience engaged. It keeps the viewers engaged, but also like the storylines that you
Yeah.
kind of like.
It's
get
like
to
you said,
build
because like
in a
some
way.
people remember moments just based off the
Based off
commentary,
the
like the
commentary.
Miracle
Yeah, like-
on Ice, like
Yeah.
stuff
Yeah.
like
Mike
that.
Green double bang.
Or
Yeah,
even like
yeah.
what we were talking about, like was it intercepted by Malcolm Butler? It was picked off
Yeah.
at like that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
So
the World Cup, when that guy scored that goal,
Shabalala.
Yeah,
Shabalala,
like, so-
It's just like
I think
commentators have a
it's
big
just
part
such a
of it.
cool like aspect of sports where you're kind of
You create a
Yeah.
experience.
You create a-
yeah
you
you
create a
create
moment
an
for
experience,
somebody.
you create a
Yeah.
moment
I feel
that
like I
someone
can't-
never
like you create a
forgets.
memory for someone that
like
they're
I
always
can't
gonna
watch
remember.
I can't watch highlight tape without the commentary behind
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like,
I like the commentary.
Like
always.
with
I don't
music,
like the
it's
whole
not
sound.
music and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Nah, with
Like
the
even just
commentary
the
behind
prem,
it.
like every prem game, it's like
Yeah, the scene, yeah,
just
Yeah.
the voices. It's just-
Soccer commentary is hard though. I've never tried that because
Yeah.
it's not as fast moving
It's
as basketball.
slow,
So yeah,
but-
that's I give the Premier League because
Yeah.
there a lot of time you got to know how to talk.
Like, you got to tune into the Haitian soccer
Yeah.
That's
commentary.
crazy.
That one is
it's
that one's
crazy.
amazing.
just the Caribbean in
Yeah.
general.
Yeah,
all of
nah,
that.
it's crazy.
They're mad
like the
excited all the
Hispanics
time.
ones with the
Yeah, I watch like the Spanish ones. sometimes for the
Golazo,
Champions League.
golazo.
If I could talk as fast as that, it'd be a lot easier to do a job.
Yeah, bro, it's
It's
crazy.
fun.
Nah, but
Being a commentary is
lastly,
fun, yeah.
lastly, let's just dive into the NBA trade deadline. Obviously, it closed today, right? We're just gonna, go over some deals, right?
Yeah.
James Harden to Cleveland for Darius Garland.
I think great pickup for
I think it's a
both
good deal
teams.
both ways.
Yeah,
If I'm being honest, I think the Clippers didn't really have a future. before the deal.
Yeah.
And I think honestly, they've also recognized that they're not gonna win it, right? So it's like give yourself more of a chance at getting a future.
Yeah.
You know, and Garland's he's an all-star level guard.
But my thing is, I thought they would have kept Zubac though to pair with Garland.
But that's fine though because they got Mathurin's a really good player that they got for Zubac, and they got a potentially protected 1 to 4 pick.
But getting good bigs
in a big time draft.
But getting good bigs in the league is tough.
But if you get AJ DeBron, so who cares about Zubac?
Okay.
You gonna figure it out with AJ and Garland, like you know what I'm saying? Like
AJ's a guard. He's not even. He's a wing.
He's a wing. I'm just saying, like if you get an elite talent of that level,
the college class is stacked.
It's crazy this year.
You can find talent from 1 to 15 probably.
So if you get a top 5 pick,
that's huge. Yeah.
You know, I don't know. And honestly, they're gonna probably Kawhi's gonna leave soon anyways. You know, so that you're gonna rebuild. They're rebuilding the team.
Yeah, I think Clean's mindset is like we want to win
now.
In a way.
And Harden's better than Garland, so it gives Cleveland more of a win now scenario, which is what they want.
Yeah, that was definitely the mindset. I think they were needing that missing piece because I think last year, I mean, they were the 1 seed last year, and then they ran into the Pacers, who were just using their dark magic to kill everyone.
That was crazy. So I think it was a pretty solid year. Anthony Davis to Washington.
Yeah, that one's kind of confusing. I'm not gonna lie.
Washington. Okay, no, I think it's not Washington.
It gives
Dallas. No. Hold on. Dallas. What they have done to their fans in the last year.
It's terrible.
They didn't even give AD, Flag, and Kyrie a chance to play a game together. At all. Like, but everybody was already questioning, right, the deal.
Yeah.
If you let AD play, you at least give people a chance to shut up and be like, okay, you know what? You got Flag, you got Kyrie with AD, who's a Hall of Famer. Like, that's a perennial playoff team, if not contender.
Yeah.
You don't even give it a chance. So literally now you just flip Luka for role players.
Yeah.
And basically. I mean, that was your star boy.
Like
he was your star.
You
boy.
were good for 15 years.
Yeah.
This is where I gotta play devil's advocate real quick though.
Oh God. Say
with,
it. Go ahead.
But like with AD though, like how do you get that he already missed for Dallas? Like I think they already saw like the injury prone.
Yeah, I don't think AD was bringing them a championship.
Consistent. It's like
you don't need AD to be AD. Flag, if I'm being honest with you, Flag has such a high ceiling. Like he's gonna be one of them.
Yeah.
So it's like, and honestly, with the way dudes are coming back from injuries nowadays, I'm not saying Kyrie's gonna be Cleveland Kyrie, but Kyrie's gonna be crazy still. Yeah, I think.
But then also
I think Kyrie's still gonna be.
He's gonna still be good. So you don't need AD to be, and they still have they had a really well built team. They still had Gafford, Lively, PJ Washington.
I think that's
they
what
had.
I think that's what they're banking off though. Lively
Bro,
coming back next
why
season.
are you banking on that?
Lively coming back next
But you
season,
traded that for Luka though. That was your decision though. Yeah, that's my point.
It was Nico's decision.
As an organization, that was your decision. Nico can never make that deal without the approval of the owners.
Yes.
So you can't just blame it on Luka. No, don't just blame it on Nico because no person, tell me if I'm wrong, you could never trade a player of Luka Doncic's caliber without talking to the owners.
And that would never happen. Just the caliber, just the like
important.
Like what he means to the city. I mean, he was Dallas's guy.
They were all in on it.
So everybody say he was supposed to have a statue.
Yeah.
He was supposed to get a statue.
He was gonna get one, yeah.
He was gonna be the next Dirk for them.
So you can't blame you can't keep blaming me. Like, yes, Nico, but like
can a GM win executive of the year even with a bad team just based off the moves that they made in trade deadline?
No.
Like the Wizards, for example. The Wizards.
No.
Wizards.
I'm just saying, like
you got to prove that the trade's meant
year. They wouldn't get it. He wouldn't get it this year. He would get it the next year.
But it's like he didn't really do nothing.
So he's not getting it then. That happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like getting Anthony Davis and Trey in the same year is crazy.
Yeah. No. I love what the Wizards are doing. That's a crazy turnaround. Yeah. But the Wizards GM to turn it around, like they didn't have to give up Trey Johnson. They didn't have to give up Kyson George. They have a lineup of potential lineup of Sar, AD, Trey Johnson, George, and Trey Young. That's as crazy in the East as any team in the East.
Yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
So I don't know, but the Dallas Mavericks front office, I think they let them down. They let the whole city down.
Yeah,
they brought a coffin, so like they already knew the
fans should honestly, I'm not even joking. The fans should probably boycott. They should boycott. How do you do that?
You can't reverse that.
Well,
boycott what?
Wait, so you got to send a message that this is not acceptable, though. That's my point. That's my point.
You still have Flag.
Okay. Well, now What do you guys think about the Kuminga deal? The Kuminga to Atlanta, Porzingis to Golden State.
Free at last. Kaminga was free at last. I think they were treating him poorly in
Yeah, I think
Golden
it
State.
took them a while to do that.
I think the Warriors gonna be crazy now. Like even more crazy.
I think
still
Porzingis. I think Porzingis is gonna play.
I think he's
still
gonna
don't
fit in
think
there.
so.
He
He's
fits
gonna
in
fit.
perfectly.
I feel like Porzingis.
I don't know.
He's
He
a good
just goes.
stretch
He
five.
goes places and he finds a way to work himself in the system.
He always
He
does.
did it
Yeah.
with the
But
Celtics.
Yeah.
He's also he's so injury prone.
But he's kind. I
And
low key.
with this Golden
Okay,
State
this
team,
might sound.
Steph
This might
Curry
sound
this
like
year.
this might sound like a crazy theory, but low key, I feel like dudes like Porzingis. Like I'm not saying he's not actually injured, but I literally heard that I read in a thing that he's literally better. Like all of a sudden, he was out for Atlanta for weeks. All of a sudden, he gets traded. He's about to be ready to play. I feel like certain dudes that on certain
It's like the
situations,
James Hart. It's like the James Harden
yeah.
situation.
Like all of a sudden he's gonna be
Fat
healthy.
James.
All of a sudden he's gonna try to make it work. When you're on bad teams or teams that you kind of know that you're not gonna last, all of a sudden all these problems come. I'm not gonna lie. I think he fits in perfectly. He gives them rim protection, which everybody's been asking for. A center. He stretches the floor. He's a bucket. And he's not too ball dominant.
At times he's a bucket.
No, he's
sometimes he be-
the only problem with him is the injuries. When he plays, he's solid.
Yeah.
Sometimes he be
I
sleeping.
don't think they have to worry about him
Yeah.
when he's healthy.
Yeah, I don't
He's-
think.
He's not a liability when he's healthy. I
Yeah,
don't
when
think so.
he's there, he's good.
I still don't believe in that team.
That's fine. It's not about winning. Bro, not every deal is a championship deal, but it's about is the deal
This is
a good
Steph
deal?
Curry we're talking about here. This
Okay.
is champion. He's 37 years old. 37 years old. This is championship or done. type
Okay.
thing.
And lastly, we're gonna touch base with that Zubac deal, right? So just to,
Great pickup for the Pacers.
I think the Pacers, when Miles Turner left
Next
after the
season.
finals, when everybody was like, Zubac is better than Miles Turner.
I never believe in Miles Turner, anyways.
Well, but he was a big part of their run in the last few years of the Pacers.
No, he was.
He was.
He was,
Yeah.
man.
Now you can't discredit him. So,
Mr.
but
Two rebound a
Zubac
game.
is better than Turner.
He's
Yeah.
he's
Him
more
and-
of a big man. He's,
Yeah.
He's a traditional center.
Him and Hallie pick and roll.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Then if Hallie doesn't
gonna
want
be
to, he
crazy.
can do a
With
Siakam pick and
Yeah.
roll.
Nemhard.
Mhm.
That's a
It's a
team.
good-
I mean, the
it's a
Pacers
team.
showed it
It's a
last
good
year. Like
young
the
team.
Pacers, it's not really a Cinderella run last year, but no one really expected them to go to the finals. Now they're kind of like keeping it going. Where
Yeah.
if they keep producing, getting these guys, like
Like,
they're going to be really
this gave
expected.
them I feel like honestly, I think the Pacers front office has been great the last few years. This, everything makes sense now, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, we'll lose Turner, no problem. We'll find a center.
Yeah,
Halliburton's
somehow
towards Achilles
some way.
anyways. So this year's a throwaway anyways. Throw away the year, perfectly fine. Now Halliburton has a crazy team to walk back into.
yeah.
There's no they lost Matherman. Okay, bench piece.
If he can come back the way that hopefully he is able to come back
Who?
to that same level, Hallie. Hopefully the injury doesn't slow him down as much.
Yeah.
But
He's able to
Nemhard's a
come
really
back.
good talent too, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They still got TJ coming off the bench.
And you still have Siakam, who's
Yeah, TJ McConnell. He's a good bench role.
he's
Yeah.
He's a good bench role player.
He's
He's solid.
Siakam's an all-star too.
Siakam.
Who's the shooter they had last year? Naismith? Is he still on the
He's,
team?
yeah, he's
He's still there.
Yeah, I was gonna
So
say
they
'cause he
have
was big for them
3
last year in
and
the
D.
playoffs.
They have 3 potential all-stars in Zubac, Siakam,
Halliburton.
and Halliburton.
And then my Lakers. Guess who we got? Guess who the Lakers got?
Bronny James.
Yes, sir.
Luke
Kennard,
Kennard.
yeah. But he's a good
Yay.
shooter, though.
That's
a
not
good
a-
pickup.
That's
It's
a good
pickup.
role player pickup. I
Gabe
like
Vincent?
Yeah.
Luke
I was
Kennard,
expecting
Duke
a-
legend Luke Kennard.
Yeah, Duke
I was
legend,
expecting
yo.
a big man.
What
But
do you
Gabe Vincent, though, that's a sturdy deal.
What do you think about the Jared McCain to the Thunder?
That's a
'Cause
good deal.
My
That's
brother,
crazy.
my brother, he's a Thunder fan.
That's
No, my
crazy.
brother is too.
He,
Those are
doesn't, he just doesn't like Jared McCain just because he's all the fingernails.
Yeah.
on
It's
his-
not- I don't care about that. Another Duke legend.
Yeah.
He's nice.
Nah,
Duke
he's
legend
not-
is a
he's-
harsh.
he's-
He was only there for
But
one
But Jared
year.
McCain,
Nah,
but
he was
like,
only there for 1
he's
year.
not-
Carries
He's
that
not
team
no Duke
when he
legend.
they
plays.
didn't
Yeah,
accomplish.
they didn't go anywhere.
They
Zion is a better legend than he is.
Yeah.
A bigger legend than he is.
Jared's
That was
always-
Showtime.
He's always gonna be a
Yeah.
legend to me.
But honestly, I think that's a really good pickup because OKC needed more playmaking outside of Shea, especially
Yeah.
if Jacobs is gonna have his injury problems.
Mhm.
I think the dudes like the Isaiah Joes, the Wiggins, and them. Wiggins is a little bit more consistent, but like part of their run the last few years, I feel like Isaiah Joe and them they've been consistent for them, right?
Yeah.
And now they're kind of not. I think McCain's is a higher ceiling of that
My thing
type of
is-
player, what they're looking for.
There's
Like
so many guards though. That's my only thing.
he's better than all of them.
But it
Like,
worked
the-
last year, so I don't think there's any
Yeah.
like.
Wait.
He's better. He's better than Isaiah Joe off rip. Like it's not a question. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's good defensively.
he's
I
good
think Isaiah
defensively. He
Joe
could
is-
shoot. He could play make.
Yeah.
I don't. It's
gonna
a
be-
crazy high
It's gonna be fun
reward.
to see
No
how
miss.
they.
It's a crazy high reward.
they
No,
get-
no
Yeah, I
miss.
don't really think they did because what did they trade a pick, right? They have
They didn't
they have,
lose
a,
nothing.
they have
They
1,000
lose.
picks anyways.
They didn't
so-
lose anything.
Exactly. So I don't
And
think
I don't even
think you
think they
said
lost the
It's
first
gonna be a
round.
good
Did
second
they?
half of the season.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
high reward
It's
with
gonna
low
be a good
risk.
second half of the season.
Yeah.
And then we gotta talk about Giannis staying. How you guys feel about Giannis
He
staying?
just wanted attention.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Honestly.
I don't think he was ever going to get traded
He just
mid-season.
wanted
I think
to-
that's too big of a
Did he
deal to have
ever
in
leave?
mid-season.
Yeah, he's gonna leave this
Milwaukee,
summer.
though?
He's gonna leave at some point, but I don't think it wasn't gonna happen this
You
year.
think this year should have been like the year maybe?
Yeah, I just
I
think
think he's gonna leave in the summer.
I think he's
Yeah.
been too public about like his thoughts, like
Yeah.
because I feel like at this point you kind of have to leave now.
Do
Like,
what you
he's-
gonna do. Like,
yeah,
stop
like,
making it a
he's-
big
he-
deal.
He's been
Yeah.
talking so much.
He's
like if
dragging
he,
it, not gonna lie.
yeah, like if he
Yeah.
stays now, it's just and the thing you said, I think one of you said earlier, like Milwaukee's a place people want to come. You said that, like that's just not true anymore.
He said, legends don't lead.
Yeah, they attract.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
attract. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
just but like no one's
Kobe,
attracted to
man.
Milwaukee
Ain't nobody
He's just
anymore.
chatting. He's
Yeah,
just
no,
chatting.
no
Damian
one's
Lillard was
attracted to
traded
Milwaukee
there.
anymore.
Learn
so-
from LeBron.
yeah.
People ain't going to these places like that. You're
Yeah.
not LA. You're not Boston. You're not. You're not
Yeah,
New
Milwaukee's
York.
not a big market at all.
Yeah.
It's not even close to anywhere like New York
Not
or
even just
Boston.
that.
And I don't think anybody sees the light, right? Like, I feel like if Giannis didn't win a chip, like they won in what 21.
Yeah, 21.
So let's just say, like,
That's
you
3
know,
years
in like the
ago.
2018 time, 19, you know, they were like a rising ish
Yeah,
potential
that's the
contender.
time to go there.
That's the
Yeah.
time to go there. They already got the chip. They already lost a bunch of those core players. Yes, they have decent young players like Brian Rollins or whatever,
Yeah.
but Kevin Porter Jr. But like,
They're not
Those-
on the rise
those
anymore.
two
They're
are-
not.
It's just a
it's
team
not like a
that's-
team you see potential in. Where
yeah,
if I join them 2-3 years, we're gonna be in the finals.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
that's just
see-
not. That's
yeah.
not
And
the
then
team
Miles,
anymore.
like based on how the season started, though, Miles Turner did not look good already off rip. So it's like there's
Yeah.
not much there.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think honestly, between the Super Bowl, between NBA, between I don't know everything, the Prem, UCL, everything
Sports
is
world is
sports
great
world
right
is
now.
Yeah, it's-
crazy.
Listen,
Peak right
It's
now.
the best time. It's the best
Yeah.
time. It's usually the best time.
I
But
did-
right now, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
right now because you got football, basketball,
Yeah.
prem, like everything's on
I
top
thought
right now.
when some sports started losing some legends, like sports will die down a little bit.
Speaking
It
of
seems
losing-
like it's picking
LeBron,
up
I feel like we have to talk about LeBron though. I
Okay.
feel like we got to talk about it, like retiring. Like, what do you think?
next year.
yeah, I think
Next
like
year.
I think he's way too big of a guy to just not have a retirement tour.
Yeah.
Like, you
it
can't
has to
just-
be.
Because especially
He
not-
wants it though.
like not even him, but I feel like the league would tell him because the amount of money the league would make from
Yeah,
a
yeah,
retirement tour.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the amount of money it would cost for tickets to away games.
Yeah, like-
it's already hundreds
Like
of dollars to
coming
see
to
LeBron play.
MSG, like
Oh.
MSG
Yeah.
would be packed out.
league
Like I
just
feel like the
Cleveland would be
$2,000.
insane.
Like,
Miami would
Cleveland
be
could be the
insane.
worst one.
yeah, you can't really tell someone when to
No,
retire.
New York
But I
would
think
be
the
the
league
worst
would
one.
definitely have a say in that. And
New
tell them
York
to
would be
retire.
worse than
Yeah,
Cleveland.
New York
Nah, it would
yeah,
definitely,
New
I
York.
think it might be Cleveland. 'cause
New York
it's
or
all,
Miami?
like, just
New York
yeah,
was
nah.
worse than Cleveland.
New York or Miami.
Yeah, but New York's
York.
just it's just because it's MSG. New York's always
Miami
Jackson.
could be Miami depending on which
New
time
York
of the
would
year.
be the worst because New
Miami-
York is still good.
I get
Yeah.
that, but
No.
Miami depending on which time of the year. I'm saying
No,
people
bro.
travel down there.
No, it's New
The
York.
parties that you
Bro,
can
the
go
Garden in NBA is like
To. No, yeah, the Mecca. We
it's-
get that.
No, but
the
you
world's
it's
most
how you
famous
can't.
arena. Yeah,
It's not
But-
Miami does not have the pull of New York City. Like no,
But it's,
his
LeBron
most expensive-
James.
It's LeBron.
yeah, but like
It is
any
LeBron James.
city is going to be, but like you
It
can't
is,
compare
but if you wanna
LeBron
talk
going
about-
to Detroit when he's going to New York.
yeah,
That's
but
like
no,
the
he's trying to say
$1,000
Miami
difference.
versus New York. I don't even think that's compared. I think New
Yeah.
York is gonna be the most expensive.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
New
just
York.
saying- I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The tickets for a Nick game right now are already
That's
expensive.
what I'm saying.
Depending on the time of the year. If
No,
it's like really brick
it's not
outside
depending on the
New
time
York,
of the year. That
Nah,
compared
it's
to
not-
like
that's when the
It's a
Lakers travel.
basketball
but
game.
yeah, it's indoors. I don't think it really
compared to
matters.
70
That
weather
doesn't
Miami.
matter.
It's a basketball game.
It's a
I get
basketball
that.
game.
No,
They don't care about what is
not about the
outside.
but like the entertainment outside. People care
No,
about.
no,
Nah.
They're not thinking about that.
It doesn't
And
really
also,
matter, bro.
depending on where
Cleveland-
he is, too, it matters because that's another thing. If he stays in LA, LA tends to travel to the
Yeah.
East Coast around this time of year. The
Yeah.
Grammy trip, they always call it. If he
Why-
stays in Cleveland, he
why
might go
not
to the Garden
play-
twice in the year.
Why not play one more year with Cleveland?
Do you think he's gonna go back to Cleveland?
I think.
I don't think so.
I think he's gonna. I don't know if
I
he's
don't
going
think
back
he's
to
staying in
Cleveland. I don't
LA.
think he's going. I don't think he's staying with the Lakers.
I think he's got to.
I just don't really see where else he would go.
retire at Cleveland. I think he has to retire.
Especially that they have a
like
team.
3 times with
It's-
Cleveland.
now they have Harden. Now they have
Yeah,
Donovan
and
Mitchell.
Cleveland's also not looking for like just okay, yeah, we'll take LeBron back so he can retire. They're trying to win a championship.
Yeah,
but
that's my-
they,
that's
but
the
they
other
have a
aspect.
team that's potentially ready
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah,
But
but like
that's
if you,
why it kind of adds up.
yeah,
But at
you
the
can
same
bring
time,
LeBron in, but it's also team chemistry is a huge thing. I'm sure
Yeah.
LeBron's not gonna make. He's not like a cancer in the locker
Yeah.
room.
At the same time, too.
What? Oh, sorry.
No,
I don't
No,
know.
he's not. He's not.
Sorry.
He hates LeBron, by the way.
I don't hate LeBron. I just don't don't like the stigma of what everybody
We can
wants.
show you the text messages. He is LeBron. But it'll be a nice I guess, end to the story. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I just don't really see where else he would go though. If I mean,
There's nowhere else for him to go.
I think it's LA
He's
to
got
Cleveland.
he's got to go to Cleveland. If he doesn't go to Cleveland,
Cleveland retire in LA.
Like, and I've seen a lot of stuff about the Harden thing where it's kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, like this kind of puts them extra in a position to get LeBron because it's like at least it's a situation that's like intriguing.
But
Yeah.
at the same time, too, will I want 2 old heads on the team too like that? Starting too, especially.
I mean, it's not like
You're
they're like
forgetting that
at
they have
the, like,
Mobley and Allen too. They have elite talent.
Yeah.
It's
They
not
have
just
young-
a
they have
Donovan
good young
Mitchell and
guys,
James
but,
Harden show.
I mean,
and it's not like Harden and
if
LeBron are
takes
like
a-
showing that they're falling off. They're still
Bron takes a
Harden's
pay-
averaging 25 and 8.
Yeah.
If Bron takes a pay cut too, though. If
He
Bron
would
or
have-
Harden takes a pay cut,
I don't think Braun would care about the money if he goes back to Cleveland for 1 year. I don't
Yeah.
think he'd care
maybe.
about it.
Low-key,
I
low-key.
thought the same thing about the Lakers too. I thought he made enough.
Low key, yo.
He a Billy. I thought he would have sacrificed money for another championship, but I guess nah.
You know better. You know how Bron is. But with that being said, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been a
Seahawks.
pleasure, guys. I wish the Patriots the best of luck. I don't think it's gonna happen, but
We'll
I wish
see.
them the
We'll
best of
see.
luck, right?
We'll see.
Let's
You
go
know,
Drake, May,
We'll see.
Yes, sir. We wish you guys all the
The
best
terrible
for your
nickname.
futures. Hopefully, maybe to have you guys on soon again. Wish you guys the best, of course.
Best of luck,
I'll
yeah.
see you guys tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you guys for coming on. It's been a pleasure, guys.
Thank you for
And
having us.
Thank you for
of
inviting us.
course,
We'll
of course,
see
of
you
course.
guys again. Hopefully,
Yes, sir.
soon.
Hopefully soon.
Before you
Hopefully
guys
soon.
head up to college. Hopefully,
Yeah, hopefully soon. But as always, it's your boy Nick J, Steve. We out of here, y'all.
Thank you guys.
Peace.